Hello, today we're going to be discussing the properties of waves. We're going to start by talking about what a progressive wave is, and then move on to talking about the two types of progressive wave, the longitudinal wave and the transverse wave. Finally, we'll talk about some of the specific properties of waves, such as amplitude, wavelength, frequency, and period. The definition of a progressive wave is a wave that can transfer energy from one place to another without transferring matter. For example, electromagnetic waves we know can cause heating. Similarly, X-rays and gamma rays can ionize atoms or molecules. There are two types of progressive wave. One type is known as the transverse wave. In a transverse wave, particles oscillate perpendicular to the direction of the wave. Look for example at the particles in the diagram. They're oscillating up and down, whereas the wave moves left to right, as can be seen from looking at the peak of the wave. The other type of progressive wave is the longitudinal wave. In a longitudinal wave, particles oscillate parallel to the direction of the wave. For example, if you look at the wave below, you can see that it's moving all the way from the left to the right of the screen. However, concentrating on one small dot, you'll see although it's moving in the same direction as the wave, it's just oscillating back and forth around a point. Here's a chance for you to have a go at some exam questions yourself. Pause the video and write down some answers to the questions on the right. In a moment, I'll give you my answers. And here are the answers. Finally today, we'll discuss some of the specific properties of waves. For example, the amplitude. The amplitude is the height of the wave. More technically, it's the maximum displacement reached by one of the particles oscillating in the wave. We also have wavelength. Wavelength is the distance of one complete cycle of the wave. Here's another opportunity for you to have a go at a question yourselves. Pause the video and write down the answers to the following questions. I'll give you the answers shortly. And here are the answers. There are two other properties of the wave we should discuss, frequency and period. The period is quite simply the time it takes for one whole complete wave to elapse. It's inversely proportional to the frequency of the wave, where the frequency of the wave is the number of whole complete cycles per second passing a given point. The final property we should discuss today is wave speed. The speed of the wave also has an equation. It's simply equal to the frequency of a wave multiplied by the wavelength. Here's a final question for you to have a go at yourself. Pause the video and write down the answers to the questions shown. I'll give you the answers in just a few moments. And finally, here are those answers.